Now that we understand the difference between descriptive and inferential statistics, we're now going to look at two other terms that are critical in statistics. This is very important that you understand the difference between a population and a sample. These terms will end up helping us understand exactly who or what we're studying. So when we look at the definition for population, it says the entire group that you're interested in studying. And then a sample is just a smaller subset of that population that's used to gather information. And a good analogy might be when you go to the supermarket and they have some new kind of deli dish, and you have the people that are standing by the deli with the samples. You don't know if you want to commit to buying an entire tub of whatever it is that they're selling. So you try a sample. So you want to think of the tub as the entire population and the sample as the subset. You're using that sample to make a decision on whether or not you want to apply that decision to the entire population. Do I like this dish from the sample so I know if I want to buy the entire tub? The tub is the population, the sample is the subset, which is what you're tasting when they stand out there and provide those samples for you to try. All right, so let's look at example 2 in this lesson. A nonprofit surveys 600 senior citizens to understand digital literacy rates. We're going to identify the population and the sample. Now, in this example, the population is the entire group that we're interested in studying. We want to study all senior citizens. The sample is the subset of the population which we collected the data from. We sampled that population, and that is the 600 senior citizens who were surveyed. So the distinction between the population and the sample is very important because it's usually impractical or impossible to study every member of a population, which is why we select what's called a representative sample. We want to find a sample that represents the entire population and use that to make a decision or an estimation or a prediction. So our sample is the 600 senior citizens, and the population is all senior citizens. So the answer is going to be choice A.